welcome back to my channel. My name's Bina Rae and we're gonna get right into it because I have my morning detox tea and I'm ready to spill the tea, y'all, because we are moving. We are packing up and moving to LA. I cannot tell you guys how freaking excited I am to be moving in literally less than a month. It has officially, the countdown is here, it's real, and I cannot wait to share this new journey with you guys. Ooh, oh, I forgot to do a dash of cayenne pepper. I knew I was forgetting something. BRB. And now that I'm back and now that I have the correct tea in my cup. Oh, by the way, it's 5:30 in the morning. Your girl is an early bird. Okay. Let's get into the tea, y'all. Let me rewind a little bit. The last time I was here, I told you guys that we were moving into a place and we literally have already finished out our 6-month lease here. It's ending in about 3.5 weeks. And I'm shook the house because it has gone by incredibly fast, but also slow. And now it's at the point where I'm packing everything up. I am downsizing again, you guys. It is so incredibly important for me to downsize before we move to our next place. I don't want to take any junk. I don't want to take any senseless stuff with us. I'm really trying to like cleanse and start off really new, really fresh in this new place that we're going to. And I cannot believe it. We are moving to LA, you guys. Oh, I'm so freaking excited to be moving to LA. This is a huge move for Ebony and I. It has literally been on our vision board, on our minds, just everywhere for a long time. For, I would say, at least for the last 2.5 years, we've wanted to make the big move from the IE. So if you're not from California, the Inland Empire is basically, you have like Southern California down here, and then a little bit more inland, you have the Inland Empire, and that is where we have been for the past like 3.5 years, you guys. And we are ready to bounce up out of the Inland Empire. Okay, I'm done with the heat. I'm done that we gotta drive like an hour to get to the beach. I'm over it. Okay, and our new place is gonna be like less than 5 miles from the beach, you guys. I'm so excited. So, all the excitement aside, I am just ready to have the fresh start in LA, be super close to the beach. We are totally gonna be beach bums from here on out because, I mean, come on, who wouldn't be living that close to the beach, right? Look back there, there's a bunch of boxes. There's a lot going on. We're gonna get into packing in just 1 second, but I need to show you guys this incredible, okay, if I do say so myself, and I absolutely do, this incredible hack that I have come up with for my packing journey this time. I don't know how I ever did it without this thing, so let me go grab it. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this right here? Okay, let's get into it. This is basically what has been saving my life during packing season, and I have the house about 50% packed now, so now I get to pack the rest with you guys. But look at this. Okay, so I have a packing cube here, and inside the packing cube has literally been all of my packing essentials. So we have a pair of cute scissors, of course, always needed. And then let me tell you guys, the Scotch shipping tape. I have not found a good tape where I'm like, ooh, this is really good. I don't like the duct tape, the one that has like the duck for the mascot or whatever. This little guy comes in such handy. So if you guys could get one of these, just get one of the tapes that are already that have this already on there. It's totally worth it. I have a couple Sharpies in here because obviously we're always writing on boxes, right? Okay. And then I have this guy that we've moved with like twice. It's been such a big roll. I got it at U-Haul. It's one of those where it's like the green plastic wrap. Let me show you. I've used it for a couple things, not too many this move just yet. I usually use it towards the end when I have like a couple, like, here you go, there's this. I usually use this towards the end when I'm like trying to tape things together, like our canvases on the wall. I usually do this so like we could just move it all together all as one. And then these, you guys, oh, here's my other Sharpie. I told you guys I had a couple Sharpies in here. And then my mom and I were at Walmart and I was like, Mom, like, I don't want to waste and get like a whole thing of bubble wrap or like plastic wrap. I didn't want to use anything that I was just gonna have to throw away after. So we were walking around and we saw these. What are these, you ask? These are foam sheets, okay? So they are thinly sliced foam sheets and they literally work so well. My mom and I came back home after our brunch and Walmart trip and we packed up a lot of our glassware and we used these for mostly our glassware as well as our dishes set, because we have like 4 sets of dishes. So we were able to pack it with these, and then I made her a deal. I was like, after I unpack, I'm gonna just give you these because my mom is a very crafty person and I thought that would be a good way to repurpose these. Hack number 1 right here, okay? Use these foam things, and then afterward, if you or anyone in your life is crafty, just give it to them, and then there we go, saving the world, okay? The point of all of this is to say that if you have a packing cube, or if you don't have a packing cube, don't go buy one. Just literally get like a bag or, you know, something you have laying around the house that can keep all of your packing essentials in one. It has literally been a lifesaver because instead of looking for the scissors, looking for the tape, looking for like all these separate things, I just have to look for this and it's all in there. I love it. Okay, so let me finish up my tea and then we're gonna get to packing a box this morning. I wanna show you guys how I use my little foam things. So we're gonna be packing up some more glassware. Oh my gosh, okay. Let me finish my tea and I'll be back in a sec. We gotta get this box done and we have about 45 minutes before I got to clock into work. So as you can see, I've already done a bunch of boxes back here. And let me tell you guys, you basically need to be as detailed as possible on these boxes. Let me show you some of my detail. It might be corny, but I think it's gonna work when I move, okay? We have plates, bowls, wine glasses, glass, fragile, my most prized possession, my mug and cup collection. Okay, nothing is going on top of this. My jewelry, travel bags, bathroom products, hot hair tools. When I tell you guys that 50% of my house is packed, I mean, I'm serious, okay? I was on it. As soon as we got confirmation that we were leaving, best believe, I started packing. Water jug thingy. So whenever you're packing, you want to make sure you put all of the bigger items in first, and then you can kind of fill up the space around it with the small stuff. Now we have to find some more stuff to go in here because it is quite empty. I thought I'd be able to fill it up a little faster, but it's not working out so well. Oh, I see my molcajete over there that I need to put in here too. Okay, let me go grab that. Okay, so what I like to do before I close the box, okay? Because I'm not gonna remember everything that's in here. So I like to actually look in the box. I'm like, okay, what's in here? We have our molcajete, we have our, can you see it down there? We have our molcajete, we have our tortilla press, we have some vases, a lot of kitchenware, and then our big jug. So that is enough packing for today. That was a really big box, and like I said, I'm like way more packed than I anticipated to be at this time. So I feel like I can really take my time. This weekend is gonna be the one where Ebony and I have to double team. We actually have to do the entire, what we call our little garage outside. It has a ton of stuff in there and we need to go through all of it like together. So that's like the bulk, the rest of the bulk of the packing. I mean, other than that, I mean, there's really not much. I can't pack all the kitchenware because Ebony cooks every day. So I'm just kind of like waiting. I wanted to talk to you guys about something a little more serious when it comes to sharing anything positive with people that you have in your life, because sometimes it's not the most pleasant experience, and that has been me. I have had a couple of unpleasant experiences as of late with telling people like my good news. And you would think, right, in my opinion, you would think that telling someone good news, like you're gonna get a good response, but I find myself a lot of times getting these like weird responses, or that's probably not a good idea because of X, Y, and Z, or that's not something that I would do myself, or things like that, things along those lines. And personally, I just don't understand that type of response. I think I just need to realize that whenever I make a stride in my life, or I have a big goal that I kind of knock off my list, such as this one, people are gonna get uncomfortable, and their uncomfortable feelings are not my responsibility. So if somebody wants to be negative towards me, I think that is just where I have to take mental note and be like, okay, I need to protect my peace and not allow someone else's ideas or fears in their own life or insecurities bleed over to me, because that's just not fair. I work hard so that I can have a life with Ebony that I enjoy, and if someone else is gonna come in and say that, you know, what her and I decide to do is not a good idea, well, guess what, boo? It's not for you. So it doesn't have to be a good idea for the people that you're telling. It has to be a good idea for you, your significant other, and or your family, like your immediate family if you have kids. Honestly, I feel like a lot of times, like I said, people's insecurities really get the best of them. And I'm just tired of giving people passes for that, because at the end of the day, I may be going through the hardest point in my life, but you wouldn't know that, especially if you told me something positive. Like you would, that's not, I'm not gonna weigh down your super positive, super happy experience because I'm not having, you know, the best time in my life. Again, I don't think that it's fair. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I just feel like people try to take away from these strides that you're making in life, and it is far from fair. Their negative thoughts and experiences are supposed to make me like change what, you know, vibration I'm on. And honestly, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm grateful for the things that I'm gonna have in the future. And I'm just a very positive person. I choose to look at my life in a very positive way. If I encounter someone that doesn't, I just recognize like, hey, like this person is on a negative vibration all around their life. So no matter what I say, no matter what I do, they are looking through a lens. It's almost like having glasses on. There's no need for me to be on a negative playing field at all, because that's just gonna block my blessings and make me a sad, bitter person, and we don't want to be sad or bitter, okay? And if you are, it's okay. I actually caught myself not too long ago being a little bitter, and I was like, oh, who is this? The other day I was scrolling on my Instagram, and I kid you not, I was sitting there watching someone's story, and I was like ready to talk some shit. I brought it to Ebony and I was like, oh my God, babe, look at this. This is so XYZ, and I cannot believe this. This is crazy. Like, they are so selfish and this, that, and the other. But again, I was in my negative state, okay? I was looking at life through a negative lens because I wasn't happy with where I was. And then when I talked to Ebony about it, she was like, you actually misunderstood everything that this woman was saying, and you need to check yourself. And I was like, I really had to sit back and I had to check myself and understand why it was that I felt like I had the voice to attack someone like this. Obviously, I didn't write them back anything. I didn't like comment. I didn't say anything, but I'm over here in my own little bubble, like being super negative about this person and just kind of like shitting on their lifestyle because I don't have that lifestyle. And that is such an ugly way to think. So don't get me wrong. I mean, I can recognize when I'm doing it, but that's where I also recognize like, hey, if someone's doing this to me and they're not willing to recognize that they're doing it, or even be like, you know what, like, I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day and I'm really happy for you though, and XYZ, it's just not not worth my time. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you guys have any negative people like that in your life, you can come to my channel, Bestie. I will always hype you up. But for now, I am gonna go ahead and drink the rest of my detox tea for the morning, and then we gotta get started to work. Looks like the sun is finally rising. But yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys this morning.